Hello and welcome back. My name is Stephanie, and in today's video I am going to be taking two skirts that I don't wear anymore, and I'm going to be upcycling them into two corsets that I will most definitely be wearing. Not only am I making two corsets, but I am making them both reversible, therefore giving me basically four corsets. Now I don't know about you, but for me, reversible clothing is the coolest. Now for the first corset, I am going to be using a pattern that I have used quite a few times. It is the Butterick B5935 pattern. I will leave a link for the pattern down below in the description. Now the first thing that I need to do is rip the skirts on the seams and lay them out flat. I pin the pattern pieces down and cut them out. This green skirt holds sentimental value to me. I've had it since I was about 18 and have worn it thousands of times. Now, unfortunately, a few months ago, whilst in a fit of rage trying to get the skirt off, the fabric ripped, so I can wear it as a skirt anymore. What did I say? I put it in my mend pile, and I am finally getting to it. Now, I could not bring myself to throwing away or getting rid of the skirt because I've had it for so long. So upcycling it into a corset is the most logical thing I think that I can do with it. So this green skirt will henceforth be known as the green corset. I repeated the pattern cutting process with a beige suede feeling fabric and began piecing all the pieces together, starting with the back piece by piece, until all the pieces were pieced together. And now I sew each piece together using a straight stitch. I then take both layers, the green and the beige, with right sides kissing. I sew the top and the bottom together, leaving the sides open. Now I don't seem to have any footage for this, but after I sewed the pieces together, I turned it right side out and ironed it flat. Then I wrapped all of the edges in a brown double-folded bias tape. It took about 5 yards of bias tape to wrap around the edges. Using a matching color thread, I straight stitched the bias tape. Using a marker, I marked little dots where I wanted the grommet holes to go. I am hand embroidering the grommet holes for this corset. This corset took about 4 hours to make from fabric to a wearable corset. And what's best is that it is reversible. One side green, the other side beige. The brown edges fit for both of the fabric colors. And the ribbon is interchangeable, therefore I can pick any color I want and use that. Now I think that this corset just turned out wonderfully and I cannot wait to show you. You ready for the reveal? Now for the second corset, I will be using this pattern. It is the Butterick 6114 pirate-themed corset. The skirt I am upcycling for this corset has the most beautiful roses printed on it. Now I have had this skirt for many years and I never actually wore it because I didn't think that the texture and thickness, I guess, of the fabric worked well for the skirt that it was made into. Because the fabric is so thick and bulky, I really thought that it would make the perfect corset. And I do not think that I am wrong. I start by matching the pattern pieces meticulously to get the best cuts. Using chalk, I draw on the pattern pieces so I can get an eye for the pieces before I cut. Now that the pattern pieces are cut out, I am going to repeat the whole process with this lovely red suede fabric. Now with right sides together, I am going to pin and sew each piece together with a straight stitch. Now that the pieces are sewn together, I have 2 layers of corset. With right sides together again, I'm going to pin and sew at the top and bottom of the corset, leaving the sides open to turn it right side out. Now this corset also took about 4 hours to make, from fabric to a wearable corset. Now I'm going to hand embroider all of the grommet holes. Now I don't seem to have any video footage for this, but I did cut grommet holes into the corset and I hand embroidered them using a similarly colored red embroidery thread. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. This corset absolutely gives me pirate vibes, and I'm so excited to show you. Are you ready for the reveal?